Good morning on Wednesday, March 15th. It's episode 194 of the 359 podcast, and apparently nobody listens to me when I say, hey, the mics are going hot.
I listened.
Well, I was wondering when it was going to happen. And I
You did the symbol.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, anyway.
I was listening. That's different.
Apparently not.
No, I was listening. I didn't see the symbol.
I said,
All right,
never mind.
So
Splitting hairs.
we have a packed show today. We're going to be talking about Gita the robot, personal cargo robot. Bridget had a chance to check it out. We'll get her impressions from her. We will also talk about Yahoo hack, revelations of who was involved with the second biggest hack, not the big one.
Was it you?
It wasn't me.
Here we go.
Spoiler, it wasn't me. And then we'll lastly debate the merits of a Matrix reboot. Do we want one? Iyaz says yes. I say no. We'll see.
Putting words in my mouth there.
I'm gonna spend the whole time just doing that like Trinity pose.
Yeah.
No, that's the Karate Kid. What are you doing there?
We actually ran out of money for that special effects.
No bullet time here.
No
I could just spin you in the chair.
All right, so
You're lying.
all right, I gotta wrangle you guys in. Let's do the podcast. We'll be back in 3 minutes 59 seconds. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and Brian will get to them.
All right, here we go. We'll start the recording in 3, 2.
Welcome to the 359, where we talk about the top tech news of the day and all the other crap you want to throw in. I'm Roger Cheng.
I'm Iyaz the Wolf Akhtar.
And with us is special guest Bridget Carey.
What up, guys?
Yeah,
Hello.
she got to hang out with Gita the robot.
Robots.
Gita is a personal cargo robot able to carry 40 pounds of stuff inside its 2-foot tall orb-shaped body.
Yeah, it's kind of like the size of a BB-8, sort of, kind of,
Is it really?
but not as friendly. And also, it's not like
Not as cute.
Well-
Definitely not. Well, yeah.
Well, it's cute for a robot that has no face, no arms, and doesn't talk to you. But
Okay. All right. Well, look. So we're used to at this point robot vacuum cleaners, Roombas. Is this something that we're actually gonna realistically use on a regular basis? Have robot helpers follow us around and carry our stuff?
well, it's the technology's out there. What they see it as right now, first they're going to go to the business side of things. Maybe a nurse in a hospital is going to be having one of these follow her or him around to be able to have their supplies. What if you went to a hospital or a hotel? And so different kind of business enterprise things. And then they're going to put it out in 2 years to consumers like us. Maybe grandma and grandpa need some help at home,
Right.
carrying groceries home, if they live nearby the store, or maybe you want to carry your heavy textbooks to class, or maybe you just want a cooler for your tailgate to be following you everywhere you go.
See, and I had a question.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
You were walking around the streets of New York with this thing, and this is very low. There's no flag or anything. Were people running into this or not?
Okay, people were going between me and the robot. See, now to describe it, basically it kind of trails you, and I had to wear this belt.
Yeah, it looked like a stormtrooper belt.
It was like a spaceman fanny pack.
Yeah.
It wasn't sexy, but that's because this is a prototype. They say later on you won't have something so huge, you might just clip it on you. But I had cameras around me. It had its own cameras, and it's merging all that together to know where I'm going, to not run into me. I turn a corner, it knows I turned a corner, and if someone walks between us, it's not going to run into somebody. So it's pretty smart in that sense. That said, people were like, what is that? And they're like, it's a cargo robot. Okay.
Well, it's New York. I think people would accept that, right?
Right,
It's just
right.
weird. So yeah, sure. And it's got a fingerprint sensor, but like, what stops people from just running off with this? Robot?
Right. Okay, so this is, to back up a second, it's made by the same company that makes Vespa scooters.
Okay.
So they're thinking this in the same way you would think of, having a scooter parked outside the grocery store. They want to have it so you'll have it parked out there. Alarms will go off if someone tries to mess with it. It's going to be about 50 pounds. It's a little cumbersome, but if someone does try to roll away with it, there's a fingerprint scanner to lock it. That doesn't mean you can't still bust into it.
Right.
Just like you could probably steal a scooter if you really wanted to. So it's that kind of mindset where it's cumbersome. They have alarms, but, I guess anything's possible if you want to really steal it.
All right. Well, next up, the Justice Department is ready to hand out indictments for the 2014 hack of Yahoo that left 500 million accounts exposed. Turns out Russian criminals and spies were involved. Iyaz, thoughts?
Well, there's no extradition deal with Russia, so you can
Right.
blame anybody. You did it, and it doesn't matter if they're found guilty. They're not coming over unless they're
Right.
crazy.
Right.
Like, why they were going to go on vacation to America while we're under these charges.
Well, I mean, look, that said, Yahoo did hint at that these were state-sponsored attacks. We finally get confirmation, at least from the Justice Department,
Well, this is-
allegedly,
yes, these are allegations.
that Russia was involved with this. And just keep in mind, this is unrelated to the other attack that Yahoo suffered that lost 1 billion accounts. So that was that was history's largest attack. This is history's second largest attack. All right, lastly, are you ready for a Matrix reboot? Warner Brothers is looking to reboot the sci-fi classic with Michael B. Jordan of Creed fame supposedly lined up as the next Neo, the next star. Is this too soon?
It's a huge rumor, by the way. It's not confirmed yet.
Right. Well, they say it's in development, but it's very early days.
Just keep in mind, there is no script, just like there is no spoon. So don't stress out.
That's usually how they shoot movies nowadays anyways.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Well, when it comes to this kind of thing, they might want to think this through.
You know, maybe reloading the Matrix was an inevitability.
I'm leaving that.
All right.
I got a pocket full of these. I can just keep them coming.
All right. For more of these stories, check us out on CNET. I'm Roger Cheng.
I'm Iyaz Akhtar.
And I'm Bridget Carey.
Thanks for listening.
And the Matrix, really.
Me?
Really.
You should have heard my script today. I just kept going with them.
It was great.
I even had a cookie I ate at the end.
Why with the reboots? Do we know it's going to be a movie series again?
They don't know.
We don't know if it's remaking or this in the universe or.
Iyaz made that point that since it's a really computer program, that a reboot could actually literally be just a reboot of the program, but the universe might remain.
They ended with the promise that like if people wanted to be out, they can be out. Said the architect to the Oracle on the bench. No.
You got me.
Yeah.
I watched
vaguely. Yeah, I think so.
I read it just now again because I forgot.
It's been years.
Yeah.
Since I remember I watched that third movie. I just thrown it on my back. I watched it from the floor, and I'm like, "This is awful. Why is this getting worse? Like I'm in a lot of pain, and it's getting worse." So why are you watching the third Matrix?
Well, I'm fine with them rebooting the second two movies if they just kept that first one intact because I'm a big fan of the original.
The first one's good.
The first one's great, and and then it just becomes this Hollywood overblown universe creating mess with the next two movies. So if they wanted to reboot those, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it.
I mean, Michael B. Jordan's an incredible actor. I'd be curious to see where
he would play Keanu Reeves. Actually, that would be awesome.
Well, no,
right.
He's not playing Keanu Reeves.
No, he's not playing Neo. He's actually playing Keanu Reeves.
I would love that. It's a movie about the making of the Matrix, starring Michael B. Jordan as Keanu Reeves. Because that guy can act.
He can.
You'll believe this man is Keanu.
Whoa.
Any questions from the?
Maybe it's a
viewers?
young Morpheus.
No.
You never know.
Nothing yet.
A young Oracle. That's what he is.
Where were they going to take this though? Like, they're going to spin it into some kind of. I don't know. I'm just interested to see what they're because in '99, right? That's when the first one came out.
Yeah.
'99, it was all about we're right into the new internet age and kind of. Not the new internet age, but it was really starting to become more prominent.
The idea that things were connected was still a novel idea,
and now we're way past that.
Right.
Well, you don't need to have it set here. It's their world in the computers, and maybe in that world isn't this world.
Yeah, that was already done too, and it was called Reboot.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe it has been too long. But the Animatrix was good. I don't want to see it remade at all. I'd rather just see it be a side story. They can't remake something iconic.
I would, if they were to make another Matrix movie, I wouldn't mind if they expanded the universe. That would be fine to me. But yeah, rebooting it.
Yeah, they did what was it? Was it a prequel or something? It was the Last Flight of the Osiris or something like that. Was that part of the Animatrix and all that?
Yeah. Yes. That was I think that was the long video in the Animatrix series because it's 6 or 7.
I mean, we were talking the video game with Jada Pinkett Smith.
Right,
I mean, that was a side story in adding to what wasn't in the movie. There's a lot to be done.
Keep coming with that. You don't need to spoon feed us Neo all over again.
And don't bring back Colonel Sanders.
I'm still curious about the landline phone thing.
For what it's worth, he was still my favorite part of that third movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Just not saying
Wait,
much.
what? How was he your favorite part of the third movie?
It wasn't
that's
like the
meant
100.
to be an insult.
Oh, was he even in that movie? Oh, he was the last.
There's 100
Yeah.
Smiths. Oh, you have to have Smith, Agent Smith.
I mean, that's
even bolder than
Mr.
before.
Anderson.
That's like an autonomous thought, though. Like it's a hive mind. That will always exist. The Agent Smith character will always exist.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I don't think that Hugo Weaving's coming back.
I have a feeling it's going to be really bad, tie-ins. There's an Amazon Alexa device, and that's how you get into the Matrix again.
Oh, God.
Or, how are they going to... I could just imagine that world was so green and bare in 99. Just think of all the corporate sponsorships of your Samsung phone versus that.
Well, they did have the Nokia phones. I mean,
but everyone had a Nokia phone.
True.
At the time.
Yeah, it's going to be a Samsung phone. It'll inevitably be a Samsung phone.
They all wear Snapchat spectacles.
That's how we watch you.
Instead of the sunglasses.
That's their version
like
of
the
a landline. That's how they connect with each other now. It's with spectacles.
Oh my God.
Give me a hard line. No, I don't need a hard line. I've got my spectacles on.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us in the post-show as we ramble onward. Unfortunately, we do have to cut it short today because
meetings,
terrible schedule today.
And stuff. Yes.
But we'll be back tomorrow.
We will.
We have an announcement to make, though.
We do?
We do.
Oh.
We're coming up on the big 200th episode.
Yeah.
And if we're all ready to celebrate, we have an idea. We want to reach out. Long story short, we have an advantageous fan who has joined us many times in the chat. He goes by the name Christian, and he has coined our mantra, as it were, for the show. In 194 episodes, I've counted no less than at least 13 times he has quoted this exact phrase in the show, in the comments, in the chat. I want to punch Roger Cheng in the face.
Yep. There you go.
So what we're going to do is in the description below after this show publishes, you'll be able to find a link.
Punch Roger Cheng.
Find a link to a high-res image of Roger. We want you, not just Christian, anybody, to go and take that image and do whatever you want with it. You can.
Whoa! Well, let's
Safe
maybe
for work.
whatever. Yeah, let's
in the realm of we want to see how you would punch Roger Cheng in the face.
Right.
If you print it off, put it on a punching bag. If you make a little animation, we want to see
throw darts.
throw
whatever.
darts. That's not really a punch though. I want to see a punch. I want to see how you would punch Roger Cheng in the face.
Can you Hadouken him in the face?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
counts. That's a power punch. But that'll be our little celebration for somehow getting through 200 episodes of this crap. But before the end of next week is going to be our deadline for you, just for funsies. Make the video, send it to us. I'll put my email in the description. Send it along. If we like it, we'll put it in the show. Maybe we'll send you a T-shirt or something. But before the end of next week,
No promises.
please, we just want to see how you would punch Roger Cheng in the face. So thanks everybody for joining us for so long.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
we got to wrap it up
We
for
really
the day.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks for, again, sticking with us for this long. If you liked anything you saw or heard here, check us out on CNET. Our podcast is also available on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, SoundCloud, FeedBurner, and Google Play Music. See you all tomorrow.